getting it. Hold on. Ooh. It always pops on faster than I expect it to pop on. Always. Alright, I just want to make sure we are live. Hopefully your launch went really smoothly so far. If you had any Batmans, hopefully you had a really nice surprise, and hopefully your customers got a really nice surprise. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you obviously didn't have any Batmans. Okay. If you need to know, the Batman mini warmer is actually only $14 versus the $35. I don't know where the hiccup was. In the news article, it did state $35, and then today at the launch, it is $14. $14 is the correct price. We are talking in the directors group about it, like we weren't given a warning about it or anything like that. And some of us, me including, once I read the article, I never go back in there because I save it. I have a way that I save all of these new release articles, so I don't have to go back into the workstation again. So I didn't know there was a change to it until, I went on to order for my customers. So it's just one of those things. Hopefully this doesn't happen again, or we're at least given warning. Again, it's a happy surprise. Like, ain't nobody complaining. Like, if you're going to start complaining over the fact that a warmer is cheaper than what you were advertising it at, you got some problems, right? That's a discount to our customers, things like that. So it was a good surprise. Let's talk. So last week we talked about how you have to just ask. You have to ask for hosts. You have to ask them. You have to literally just ask them. Not post and pray. Ask them. One-on-one. You're having a conversation. We ask them, right? So let's talk now about a host pack. We talked about a host pack. Let me grab my other one. They do not have to be anything spectacular. In my post, if you read my post, I specifically said, think about it. We have all, and if you haven't, bless your heart, we have all hosted a party for another company online, on Facebook. Somehow, some way, back in the day, catalog parties, I remember doing those for like 31 or whatever. We have all, at some point in time, hosted a party for another company with a consultant, correct? What did you get for hosting that party other than rewards? I'm not talking like host incentive or anything like that. I'm literally like, did they send you anything so that you could talk to people about it, or help you, the customer, the host, be able to talk more in the Facebook party, honestly, correct? Because we want, Facebook doesn't show me comments anymore. We want to be able, hold on. Ooh, it's really weird to hear my voice. We want to be able, the whole point of a Facebook party, right, is we need that host to be involved, and they need to be able to comment on things. Well, they can't really comment on a scent if they've never smelled it, right? They can't really comment on laundry liquid if they've never used it. So we want to be able to give them that opportunity to be able to comment and post honestly, right? We hope that they have products, but let's face it, most of our customers only have warmers and wax. They don't really have much more than that. Maybe a scent circle, maybe a car bar, but beyond that, they don't really have too much. So if we as consultants can get some things in front of our customer ahead of time, so that when you have your Facebook party, if that's what you're doing, they can comment honestly, right? Or this is also another way for them to get outside orders, meaning off of Facebook, right? There's no right way, there's no wrong way to do these packs. You don't even have to do them. This is just an idea, just a suggestion. Please do whatever works within your business budget and your business time frame. Everybody's time frame is different. I have teenagers who don't need me anymore. I have a husband who works, 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. And so I do have a tendency to have a lot of free time on my hands. I don't work that much, if I'm going to be honest, but I do have the ability to work a little bit different than the rest of you. That doesn't mean you look at me and go, I can't do what she does. You totally can. All right. Let's talk a one stamp party pack, a host pack. All right. Because shipping ain't cheap, folks. It sucks. It just truly does. So these are actually what I use for my new customer thank yous, but totally 100% usable as a party pack, as a host pack, all right? You get a host, and you're like, that's awesome. Let's get you booked, all right? So what do I have in mind? I have my business card magnet. Again, these are just suggestions, not necessary. You do what works for you. I have my business card magnet so that they can stick it on their fridge, bulletin board, somewhere, so they can always remember me. I have a little referral card. I have an opportunity card, right? Because you kind of always want to hopefully swap your host. You want to make them from a host to a consultant. So this is something that I created myself. This talks about option A and option B, either being a consultant to make money or being a consultant to just get a discount, to allow them to choose, but it gives them information. I have my Snap Share Tag card that is hopefully going to encourage them. Maybe take a picture of their kit that they got and post it on Facebook with their shopping link. What does this do for you? One, it gets their friends excited, like, oh my gosh, look what she got. Two, it could also get you more hosts, right? If they're like, oh my gosh, look at Jill, she just hosted a Cincy party. That consultant sent her all that stuff. I've never gotten anything. When I've hosted a party, I need to host a party with her. It could, it couldn't, but it doesn't hurt, right? It's just a card that I threw in there. Nothing spectacular or amazing or life-changing, right? But you never know what is going to work and what is not going to work. I have a product list. This is a catalog, right? This is all of the products in the catalog in it. It is just not pretty. It's not fancy, but it's every single product, so that they're able to open this up when they're, having their party, or if they are taking this to work, or they're taking it to a practice or church or their friend's house, their mom's house, whatever. They can literally pull this out, right? They can open it and look and be like, oh my gosh, look at that rustic ranch warmer. And then they can go to their shopping link and open it up and see it differently. Or they can message you, right? Sensor on the back, same thing. Oh my gosh, I wonder what blue sage and tonka smells like. They can then message you, or they can look on their shopping link and see what that scent smells like. But again, it gets something in their hand for them to look at. It also is a way for them to start their list, right? You want them to have that list of what are you hoping to get at the end of this party. They can take this and start circling up a storm, right? Gets them excited. The other thing I send them is, this is what I use in my catalogs, but I also send it to my new customers. On the front is my favorites. So I have my 6-pack, and then my favorites from the catalog, the air purifier, the simple reminders warmer, fluffy fleece laundry, things like that. Do you have to make one of these? Absolutely not. Can you? Absolutely. It's up to you. Don't have to do it on a rack card. You can do it however the daggone you want. But the key to this is that I just sent them 10 cents, right? 10 different scents, the 10 brand new scents, right? So they can smell it. So they also have this product sheet. They can look and they can be like, oh my gosh, what does Mountain Sunset smell like? Well, look at that. I have a sticker of it, and they can smell it. They can share this with friends, coworkers, family members, etc. And then I just have my trifold that I send new customers that talks about buy, host, join, club, all of the things. This all ships for one stamp from my post office. I say that because everybody's daggone post office is different. I don't understand why. Probably because it's ran by the government. If you have a spouse or if you work in the government, you understand my statement. It all fits in this envelope, ready to go. That's it. Want to send? Do you have a scent in the warmer of the month brochure? Stick it in there. Do you have an extra scent warmer of the month sticker or a sample they made up? Stick it in there. One stamp. All right. Send it to your host, and then encourage them. Take that pack I sent you with all those stickers, share it, take it to work, have them smell things, and then when they want to order, give them your link, right? Or you can even put on one of these cards a sticker that gives their QR code that they can scan it, so the person can scan it and order right away. Up to you. The possibilities are endless, but one stamp, you can totally use that. But again, it is more than what I'm going to say 75% of people get when they host a party. I may be wrong. I'm making up that number. I'm purely guessing on that number, but more than likely that is more than what anybody else is given them when they've hosted a party, and that is going to help them remember you. We're in a society where we are bombarded with people who sell something and companies who sell something, right? You need to stand out in the crowd. This is a way for you to stand out as that consultant that people want to party with. because you go that extra mile, right? So some people go a little bit further. This is what I do, and it has changed over the years. I've done this for many years. I actually did what I'm going to show you. I actually did it in a box before. This year I just switched over to these pouches, and the only reason I switched over to these pouches is because one, they take up less room for me to store than the boxes, and two, they were a little bit cheaper than the boxes, and three, they're a little bit more reusable than the boxes, and to me that is important. So I bought these canvas zipper pouches, and that's what I use. Let's see what I have in it, because I actually have to mail one today. So in it I have, I have old join cards because I need to get rid of them. I have grab bag party, something literally I made this up 4 or 5 years ago, because like this isn't available, this isn't available, it doesn't look like that anymore. Like these are old, but the information is still the same. And I had these printed out. I think it's, no, this I had printed out at CVS. This is literally a picture. Like when you upload your photos and you get them printed to a 4x6, that's what this is. This I had printed on Vistaprint, and it says, welcome to the party you can sniff and share. Remember to take me everywhere. Slide me in your bag. Take me to work. The more you share, the more these testers do their best work. Wherever you go, bring attention to me. The more orders you collect, the more you get free. You will be a great hostess. I'm certain you'll have lots of fun. I can't wait for you to enjoy all the rewards that you have won. When you have orders, just let me know. I'll help your customers get the most bang for their buck. Ask me how to keep the commission from the party for yourself. I didn't make that rhyme up. I'm not that talented. Somebody else did. And I just adapted it to mine. And then on the back, I have the host rewards and information. It just talks about having a party, free and half price. Step 1, create your wish list. Step 2, share and gather orders. Step 3, return your orders and earn. And then the host rewards on this side. I'm literally just trying to get rid of them. I don't know if anybody pays attention to them, and I don't know if I'll use these again, but I stick that in there. I have a catalog. It fits in there. You can fit 1 or 2 in there in the catalog. And I have stickers in the catalog. And then there it is. That rack card that I showed you that was in that one stamp, it's in here, along with stickers inside the catalog. And I actually send 2 of them so that they can share them with people. So that's in there. Then I always try to send a full-size product, not wax. The reason I want people to buy wax, but I want them to try other things. And if I'm just giving them wax all the time, that's all they're ever going to buy. So I do very light items, dryer discs, car bars, scent packs. Those really aren't that heavy. I've done hand cream. Body wash is a little heavy. The whole point of this is to try to keep this at £1 pound or less. Travel twists, those send very, very light. I'm trying to think. Room sprays, if I have those. I just use rewards, whatever I could get with rewards. I have done mini fans in the past where I got mini fans for free, or even $7.50. A mini fan is $7.50 half off. That's really, really cheap. If you break down your commission, remember a $200 party is about $40 in commission. If you send them a $7.50 mini fan, you're still coming out ahead if their party hits 200. But again, it gets something different in their hands, right? So this one's got dryer discs in it. And I actually got those from my consultant kit from the early access kit. That's what that's from. Then I have a sample bathroom cleaner. I literally send whatever I have a sample of. I do not make this specific. I do not have any rhyme or reason. I don't. I do know what my samples are, and I have a tendency to make samples of things I don't have stickers for. So, for instance, I have fluffy fleece laundry liquid made already up in samples in bulk. I don't have a fluffy fleece sticker. So, they have the 10 cents right on the rack card. Then they have stickers in the catalog that are different than that rack card. So you're looking at right there maybe 15 to 20 cents, right? I try to make sure this is a different scent. So there's 21. This is a different scent, 22. Do you see where I'm going with that? So I try to make sure that everything is different. But again, no rhyme or reason. It's just whatever I have. Then, if you've been around for more than one catalog change, you have leftover testers. You do. I promise you, you do. When you buy a transition set of testers, I don't know if Berry Bright was in the fall and winter. Paradise Punch, okay? Paradise Punch was not in the fall and winter catalog, but it was in here in last spring and summer, right? So it was in those testers. Then you buy a new set of transition testers, and guess what? Paradise Punch is in those because it wasn't in the fall and winter. So you now have two. You have two Paradise Punch testers, right? So one set I always keep for me so that I have on hand at all times so that I can smell for my customers when they have questions, or I can lend out to local people. So that full set is over there, but now I have extras, right? That's where these come in. These are literally just extra testers that are current. Lemon sorbet, watermelon tangerine, cocoa lime, Havana cabana, and aloha citrus. That's it. I've got some candy in there and some crinkle paper. That's it. It will ship for about $7 because it weighs a pound and it ships in a poly mailer. You might be able to put it in one of those, like, what are they? Those flat rate boxes, and it might be able to ship cheaper. I don't know. My post office doesn't really have many of those free options. We're just a teeny tiny little place, so they honestly don't have much, like, in their lobby of free stuff, like those free boxes and free envelopes and things. So, and I don't like to go in when they're open, if I'm going to be real. I try to avoid talking to people at the post office as much as I possibly can. So it'll ship for about $7 on Pirate Ship here at home. I will plop it in a poly mailer, put a shipping label on it, and out the door it'll go. One just got picked up today, and I got to send this one out today. What you do is up to you. Do you have to do it? No. This is just an idea. It's also a great way to be like, no matter how your party happened, no matter what happens in your party, you're going to get a box, a bag, a pack of goodies from me. So you're not out anything for trying, right? Because think about it. If you have a host who hosts a party and their party doesn't get to 200, they literally got nothing from you. They're kind of walking away with possibly a bad feeling with them, right? I didn't get anything. I tried, I didn't get anything. And I don't ever want anybody to walk away feeling bad. That's just not how I want people to have an opinion of my business. So no matter what happens in their party, they're going to get this. They're going to get this. I can also put one of those bathroom cleaner samples in here, and it'll still ship for one stamp. I could stick a counter clean sample in here, one stamp. I can put hand soap sample. I'm trying to think what else I can put in here. One stamp, just one of those, you know. But so they got a sample, they got 10 stickers, so they got those 10 samples, right? So no matter what happens in their party, they're walking away with something, and something is better than nothing. Work with whatever in your business budget. Work whatever is in your business timeline. I make these ahead of time, not a ton. Like I usually do about 5 ahead of time. I have them in a drawer in my bookcase over here. And it's literally like, that's how many fits in the drawer. So that's how many I make. Use what you have at home. Do you have dryer? I don't use dryer discs. Don't come for me. I just don't. They end up on the floor in my house because everybody's doing their laundry and they usually end up on the floor. Somebody doesn't pick it up. My Roomba shoves it under the dryer. So I don't particularly use them. I use them sometimes. So for me to take a pack of dryer discs that I get in my laundry love bundle and put it in my pack, piece of cake. We all should be getting circles for cheap and free. Throw a cent circle in there. You know, if you have $20 in rewards, grab 2 scent packs, grab 2 room sprays, right? And then you can stick those in and set them back and be like, I'm going to put these in my host pack. Don't make it expensive. If you don't have testers, don't send testers. I'm going to stick the Easter collection samples in there too. Those are over there. But use whatever you have. Like I said, if you have leftover Scent and Warmer of the Month brochures that are current, stick it in there. Do you have leftover Scent and Warmer stickers? Stick one on it. Do you have a leftover sit and warmer wax? Put it on there, right? Don't overthink it, but just kind of think about maybe possibly sending your host something. Do you need to give it to them before? Not necessarily. You don't have to. It's helpful if you're doing a Facebook party, but not necessary. Tell them, take this pack. Even if it's a stamp, tell them, take this pack, share it with everybody, because once people smell, that's when they're more inclined to buy. Share the stuff with your friends and family. I always say, share it with your friends, family, coworkers, and the bum on the corner if he has money. That's literally how I phrase it to every single host I have. But say what works for you. Sometimes what you can also do, if you did not offer a host incentive, we'll talk about that in a second. If you did not offer a host incentive, use this as your host incentive. If you bring me $200 in orders from these packs, whatever you sent them, prior to your party starting on Facebook, if that's what you're doing, I'll give you XYZ. So then that makes them hustle this with the goal of getting 200 before their party even starts. That's where planning comes in, right? Because you're going to want to plan that ahead of time. You're going to want this in their hands before their party starts with enough time to hustle. But then the thought is they have 200 in before the party even starts. Then you hope that they get another 200 once the party happens. So there's a $400 party, right? But again, that one takes some planning, and I understand that sometimes planning is a little bit hard with these parties. People are like, I want to do it right now. So that might not be the case, but it's just something to kind of stick in the back of your mind to think about when you have somebody who's like, I want to host a party in April. Why don't we get a pack together for them now? Get it out to them now and tell them, hey, if you get $200 in orders before your party starts, I'll give you blah, 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 blah. Okay? So that's an option just to kind of think about. Now, host incentives. Is this something you have to do again? No. Is this something you can do? It is. You need to stay within compliance, meaning you cannot blast it. You cannot go, hey, if you if you have a party next week, I'm going to give you a free fragrance flower. You can't say that on Facebook. You can text it to somebody and you can private message it to somebody. But if you're doing that whole post on Facebook looking for hosts, you may not say what you're giving away. You can say, message me to find out what the host incentive is for the month. Then you use those perpetual party rewards for that host incentive. That perpetual party is a half price item, right? So you need to kind of think ahead. What do you want to do? Some people like to do 3 bars. Some people like to do a mini warmer. Some people like to do a $40 warmer. You need to do whatever works within your business budget. Because you're going to pay the other half, all right? So say, just because I don't like to do math, and let's say mini warmers are still $20. If you say, I'm going to give you a free mini warmer, if your party reaches $200 for hosting a party, okay, you said free, right? So you're going to go and you're going to pay the $10 because you're going to use that half off. So work with whatever is in your business budget. And if it's a bar, make it a bar. If there's absolutely nothing within your business budget to do a host incentive, then don't do one. Nobody says you have to. All right? This is just some suggestions to think about. But always think, remember, $200 party is a $40 commission. So you do not want your host incentive to be more than $40 out of your pocket. So saying like, I'll give you a diffuser half off is probably not the best bang for your buck, right? Because we still want to make a commission off of the party. So try to keep it under $50 because $50 would be $25 is what you would pay out of pocket. It just depends on where you want to go and the price wise. Is giving an item, specific item, better than say, I'll give you $25 in free? It truly just depends on your customer. I usually say I'll give you $25 for free, or I'll give you $50 for free, just because what if they don't want a mini warmer? Or what if they don't want a full-size warmer? What if they're really gunning for some washer whiffs? I don't know. But again, It's whatever you want to do. But use that perpetual party, because if we looked at this card that had the host rewards on it, it specifically states, which comes directly from the catalog, it specifically states a $200 party, you get one half off item. That perpetual party reward is not calculated into the host rewards that customers can see in their catalog, so they don't even know it's there. All right? You have questions, please shout. Remember, none of this is mandatory. None of this is like you have to do it. These are just suggestions. If you're struggling with getting parties, implement one of these things. Maybe start doing a host pack or doing a host incentive, right? Don't think you have to tackle both of them. Rome wasn't built in a day. Babies don't start walking, or they don't run right away. You got to take a step at a time, right? So if you're not currently doing a host pack, maybe do that. And then tell them, because this is something free. You can't tell them that it has a full item in it, right? But you can say, every host who hosts with me in April, you're going to get a host pack full of all kinds of goodies. Leave it at that, right? Leave it at that. You're not telling them they're getting a full priced item in there, a full sized item. You're just telling them they're getting goodies. That you can post on Facebook, because that is within compliance. Even if it's this, it's full of goodies. It's full of 10 cents, right? There's 10 different scents in here to smell. That is still goodies, right? So don't overthink it. Don't think you have to have what I showed. Don't think you have to have it all put together beautiful. Throw the damn stickers on a freaking index card. Don't overthink it. Your hosts do not know that this is what I do. I just hit myself in the face. They don't know that this is what I do, right? So don't say, oh, I can't do that because I can't afford a box. I can't afford a pack, because guess what? They don't know. They don't know that other consultants do this. They don't know that this is what I do. They only know what you tell them and you show them and that you do. All right? So quit with the hang up I can't. You can't. You just got to make it work for you and make it feel like you. And like I said, remember, we are in a new world where our customers and ourselves are bombarded with Facebook ads, Instagram ads. Tons of people are selling things. Everybody uses Facebook anymore, for Nike, Meijer, Kroger, Amazon. Everybody uses it, right? We are bombarded with lots and lots and lots of ads these days. How are you different? How are you serving your customers different? How are you putting your customer first versus want to buy my Batman warmer? Put your customer first, okay? Make them remember you so they come back to you. All right? If you have any questions, shout at me. I've got text messages rolling through my kids, so I'm going to see what those are. And you guys have a great Monday. Bye.